and welcome to Snowdrop Creates. Today I will be showing you how to make this cute little heart. It is super versatile. I'm going to be using it as a bunting or for a bunting. So I'm making lots of them. You could use them as little tags for gifts or decoration for your teenager's room. Whatever you like. It's super versatile. You can make it in any yarn. Any size, using a different weight of yarn, a bulky yarn or a smaller yarn. Finer yarn will give you different sizes of the heart and a little bit of a different look. Just be sure if you use a different type yarn to adjust your hook size. I'm using a repurpose from an old sweater, so this is a perfect project for scrap yarn that you have flying around, little ends of rolls, whatever you have flying around, you can make these little hearts with, and it's just such a cute and fun, quick little project. I actually had a little bit of this repurposed yarn. I think it's a DK weight, so I'm using a 4.5 millimeter hook, size 7. If I were to use a worsted weight yarn, I would be upgrading this hook to a 5 millimeter or 5.5 millimeter hook, whatever you find easiest to work with. For this tutorial, I will not be showing each and every stitch individually in detail. You will have to know how to make the single crochet, the slip stitch, the double crochet, and the half double crochet. So it only uses very easy and simple stitches. It's very beginner friendly. I will just not be showing all the stitches in detail. I'm only showing how to make the heart. If you want me to make detailed videos of the individual stitches, please let me know in the comments and I will do that. Okay, so let's get started with this heart. So we're gonna make a magic ring and we're going to single crochet into this magic ring, 12 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 single crochets, and then I will join into the first single crochet. So this is our round 1. For round 2, I will chain 1 and then put a cluster into that next stitch. So the cluster goes as follows: yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2 loops. You will have 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over, go into the same stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2 loops. You will now have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, go into the same stitch again and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and you will have 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through all 4 loops. Chain 2, make sure that you make these 2 chains really loosely, like not too tight, because otherwise the whole round and the whole thing will be balling up. So you want to make these 2 chains between the clusters quite loosely. You will skip this 1 stitch and you will put a cluster into the next stitch. So again, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, then yarn over and pull through all 4 loops on the hook, and chain 2, skip 1 stitch, work into the next, another cluster. You should have 6 clusters at the end of this round. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we join into the top of the first cluster. At this point we can pull this taut and then we can see a little flower. For the next round, round 3, we're going to chain 1 and we're going to single crochet 2 into this next chain space. Single crochet 2, single crochet into the next stitch, chain 1, and we want to put a cluster into this chain space. So just like the ones before, same thing, same cluster. And then because we want this to be a point of the heart, when I close the cluster, the stitch looks to the right, and we have to offset this. So we're going to do 2 chains and then single crochet into the next stitch. So 1 chain coming up, but 2 chains coming down to offset this little stitch. Otherwise your point will look to the right. Then we single crochet 2 into the next chain space, 1, 2, single crochet into the next stitch, put 9 double crochet into the next chain space, single crochet into the beginning chain of this round. It's a little tricky, but it's doable. So single crochet into there and then join into the first stitch of this round. And that is round 3. Now we're starting round 4. For that we will chain 1 and then we will single crochet 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There is a chain here, you just single crochet into that chain. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Chain 2, single crochet 1. Now we want to single crochet into this stitch. It is a part of this chain 2 space, but I'd like to put the stitch into, like really into the stitch. So you can see there is the little V that is on the top, and then there is another, the little bottom of that stitch, and I really like to put that in there. You could just put 3 into the chain 2 space, that would be fine too. I just think it looks neater this way. And then 2 into the chain 2 space. And then we will single crochet 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and then when we're in the middle here, we're going to slip stitch below the last slip stitch into that same chain 2 space. And I'd like to try make that one a little bit tighter to pull the point in a little bit more. And then we will single crochet 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we will join this to the beginning chain. So that's right here. And that is the end of round 4. For the next round, round 5, and the final round, we will not chain in the beginning of the round. We will start working into the next stitch immediately, and we will put a picot into that stitch. The picot consists of a single crochet, a half double crochet, and a single crochet into that same stitch. So we're going to put a single crochet, a half double crochet, and a single crochet into the same stitch, and then slip stitch into the next. And then again, a picot, a single crochet, half double crochet, and single crochet, and slip stitch into the next. Now we're at the tip where we have put a chain 2 space, and for the tip we will put a single crochet, a half double crochet, a double crochet, a half double crochet, and a single crochet, so 5 stitches, all into that chain 2 space. So we have a nice little tip there. And then we skip this little stitch here that is hidden underneath the picot, because that is the stitch that we did after the chain 2 space. And we're going to skip that one and work into the next one. And we're going to put a slip stitch into that one. And then we will repeat the picot, slip stitch, 7 times around this side of the heart until we come to this tip here. So 7 times. Single crochet, half double crochet, single crochet, and slip stitch. Single crochet, half double crochet, single crochet, and a slip stitch. Okay, so now we have put 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we're back at the middle, and we will put another slip stitch into that chain 2 space of round 2. And again, I like to pull it tight so that the point really comes down there. And then I slip stitch into the next stitch. And then we will do another 5 of the picot slip stitch pattern. And the last slip stitch will just go into the slip stitch from the round before, just in there to just kind of close it off and make it invisible. And there you have it. Your little heart is finished. Cut the yarn and weave in the ends, and then your little heart is finished. It's a super quick and simple and super easy. Just, I love this little heart, and I hope you have fun with it. The full tutorial or the full written pattern will be available on my blog, snowdropcreates.com, and I hope to see you there. Have fun and stay crafty.